So, welcome everybody. I'm so excited to share. So, everybody knows that I stay in motion. And so, this information that you guys are going to hear about, I actually got on a call to hear for Lashia because everyone on the call knows that my friend Lashia is battling MS. And this year, it has not been, it's been a hard battle. And so I saw some information where Kristen, who you guys are going to hear from, has fought it, and that girl is winning. And I was like, oh my gosh. So then, as I heard the nutrition information, as everybody on here knows, I'm a brain aneurysm warrior. And I went to listen for Lashia. And when I heard the information, I was like, I need this for me. Um, because my body is in a God has me getting prepared to do some excellent things, and I need my body to be strong. I need it to be ready, and so this is a part of my readiness plan. So I wanted to share this information, this nutrition information, with you guys, so that you could hear it and share it with whoever else you think needs it. I know each of you need it, but you got to find that for yourself.
Awesome. Do you want to go ahead and
So
go ahead.
Introduce you guys. Yeah, absolutely. So, like I was telling you guys, so Kristen, I heard her share her testimony on MS, and I remember I saw her like out walking. I was like, this is not what I've known MS to look like. I was like, this girl is healthy. What are you talking about? And I was like, this is phenomenal. And then and then Rachel was the next testimony, and she has recovered from Hashimoto's. I didn't even know what it was, Rachel, until you told me. And I was like, I looked it up and I was like, girl, you too are a warrior. Here's my warrior friend Lashia coming on. And so pretty soon the audio will connect. But so yeah, Rachel, when you shared your testimony, and then when I got to hear you guys talk about how it well, first I saw how it healed your body.
Let
So
me
that
interrupt
was
you for a second. You
oh
might
yeah.
want to send Lashia a text saying to accept to accept the audio. I
Okay.
forget what it says. What does it say, Kristen? When you hop on, does
Mom,
it say join audio? Tell her to
do you
click join
remember?
audio.
Yeah, join audio.
Oh, so click join audio.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just want to make sure people don't get left behind.
Oh no, you're good. Look, she got my god baby to come do it for her. She got my god baby to come do it. Hey, she girl.
You gotta get the
Tell her to turn your camera back on. Oh, there you are.
Oh,
Now
yes.
you're here.
I got it figured out. I had my daughter help me.
I saw her. I was like, come in, queen. Come in, queen. So,
Yes.
so Lashia is my bestie, and she is a MS warrior. And so these are the ladies that I was telling you about. I got on the call to hear because I was looking for a solution for you, and then I was like, I need this for myself.
Right.
And so then I was like, I wanted to make sure you got to hear this information for you.
Okay.
And then, of course, Rachel shared, she is a warrior of Hashimoto's, and I didn't even know what that was until I looked it up. I said, girl, you are a serious warrior. And then, of course, Michelle, she is also an MS warrior.
Okay.
And so I want, yeah, and I was like, I want all of us to have access to live our best, strongest, healthiest life. Like, we got too much to do in this world to not be in our best health position. And then, of course, Brandy is always tightening us up. So anyhow, just wanted to share that, and I'm gonna turn it over to these excellent ladies to bring this information. So
Okay.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be here, Stacee. You're such a delight, and it's so great to meet all of Stacee's friends. You all must be really amazing people to be connected to Stacee. She is so cool and animated and just so loving, so sincere, such a warrior, such a queen. So yeah, it's an honor. And my name's Rachel. Again, I'm a regenerative health practitioner. I do clinical iridology. I have a background in Ayurvedic nutrition and healing. And like she said, I recovered from Hashimoto's. I was sick for 9 years. I had brain fog. I mean, to the point that I couldn't even go out or talk to people because there was no point. I couldn't follow anything they were saying. I'd have no idea what people were talking about. I'd feel like I was stoned. And then I'd be talking and then I wouldn't even know what I was talking about. So pretty soon I was like, okay, I can't even hold a conversation. I'll just become a hermit. And so that was really what my life was like. And I slept several hours a day. I was a wedding photographer. I'd been doing really well as a wedding photographer, traveling the world. And I just got to the point where I couldn't even work anymore. Literally could not work. I was doing one wedding a month just to try to like pay for food and some basic supplies. And I eventually lived in my car. So that was the worst it got. And then luckily I found this protocol, and literally, I'm not even exaggerating, within 10 days, my symptoms were gone. My fatigue was gone. My brain fog was gone. I lost 10 pounds in those first 10 days because my body normalized. And then I just ended up having so much energy. All of a sudden, I just wanted to do things. And I started working out, and pretty soon I became a bodybuilder. I started competing and I became a world champion bodybuilder. I won my first competition, went pro, won the pro competition, went international, won the international pro championship. I mean, it was just like, is this really possible? I would have never thought, sleeping in my car, that I would ever have gotten to that. That was not at all. That was a big surprise from God. I'm like, thank you, God. That was like completely unexpected, but it was like once I turned my life over to God and I said, okay, I just like, show me the way. It showed me, and that was it. I was like, okay, this is it. So so yeah, and then since then, I decided that didn't want to do wedding photography anymore. I wanted to do this. I wanted to help people get well. And so I joined the company, and I was like, this is all organic. I vetted the products, completely amazing, dense nutrition, no fillers. In fact, here's a fun fact for you guys. The founders are Dave and Amy, and they lobbied to get us the USDA organic food label. So any of you who shop looking for organic, if you see that USDA food label, you can thank the owners of our company. They're the ones who did that. And so it's very much an honor. And then not only that, they're completely environmentally responsible. Our products are in non-plastic containers. There's a plastic-free commitment. So we're working on getting everything out of plastic and using hemp and bamboo that are the hemp and bamboo bags are so clean, you can actually plant your food in them. And in 6 months, that bag will be disintegrated. And the actual material that's those bags are made of are so healthy and clean. They're actually cleaner than some of the food that people eat. And so you could eat the bag if you wanted, but you probably don't, but you could. So that's the commitment. The commitment is to health, and the commitment is to environmental stewardship, and the commitment is to making sure that we have a clean environment. So that was my brief story. That was it in a nutshell. I'll share again more later. But what I'd like to do is invite. I would like to invite Michelle to share your story. Tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of like, you've been suffering from MS, and Michelle is also just another delight. And I just recently gotten to know her through the company, and I just really appreciate how much love you have in your heart, how much you really care for people and pray for people. And yeah, thank you for being here. You're muted.
Woo!
There you go.
Well, I've had multiple sclerosis now since 1998. 1998. Boy, that's a long time. In that time frame, I've gone through 3 near-death experiences. And one of those was a coma, and I was they pulled the plug because they said I had no brain activity and I wasn't breathing on my own. So in this time, I have met Kristen, who introduced me to this clean health, clean eating. And I have never felt so good. It's been a very long time since I felt this good. And I'm getting so much more sleep, a deeper sleep. I was waking up 2 or 3 times a night. Some nights I couldn't even go to sleep. I'd turn on my TV, and I can't even remember the last time I've done that. Sometimes my little working dog will nudge me to turn the TV on because she's gotten used to the TV on. I brain fog, that has been lifted from me as well. I used to get stuck on forgetting what I was working on, and I would have like 10 things going at one time, and then I would recall what I was doing and finish that. Now I am good at staying focused on what I'm doing at the time, and I can finish it before moving on. I've had so much more energy, a lot more energy. By this time of day, I would be, okay, I'm done. Let's move on, because I would be probably until noonish. I would have energy, and then I would be done with it. People I live with now just see that I have energy and I am feeling and doing much better. So those are my 3 wins.
Way to go. Woo! Way to go. You are an inspiration. To be able to recover in such a short period of time, it's only been a couple of weeks, is amazing. And that's what I experienced. So thank you for really being a testimony for that. What you know, you're on your trajectory, on your way out. By the way, my blood work is normal. So now after 9, I've been healthy for 9 years, guys. Ever since I did that first transformation, I've been healthy for the last 9 years. So I was sick for 9 years. I'm healthy for 9 years. And now and my blood work is clean and all my numbers look good. I'm not even anemic anymore.
And I can't wait to see my blood work because I was stage 3 kidney failure.
Oh,
so
wow.
now
It'll be interesting.
We'll see. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Good. You got something, a measuring stick.
Yeah, right.
Although as if energy's not enough. All right.
Right, exactly.
Cool.
I'm sold on energy.
Right?
Energy.
Me too. The energy was what really blew my mind more than anything. And also my bloating went away and my digestion became regular, so that was helpful. So we'll move on to Kristen. Kristen is also a lovely woman who is an ophthalmologist. Is that right?
Optician.
Oh, sorry, optician. And she's an optician, and she's from Arizona, so she'll be heading out there soon. And she's another delight on our team. And she also recovered from MS, so I'll let her share her story, but she's just such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everybody. So I was diagnosed 9 years ago with multiple sclerosis, and it got my eye. The optic nerve was damaged, and so I had optic neuritis, and that's how they diagnosed it. So the beginning was optic neuritis is the damaging of the optic nerve, and it's extremely painful. Any movement of the eye was extremely painful, and it was really scary in the beginning. Get that diagnosis. It's such a terrifying diagnosis. And you walk into, at the time I was living in Atlanta, and I walk into the MS Center the MS Center of Atlanta, and just everyone's in a wheelchair. Everyone's, sick and can't, and it's just terrifying to have, absolutely just pulls the rug out from under you. So I immediately went to nutrition at the time. I did not have this protocol at the time, but I did go to nutrition. I have not been on medication because that just was not for me. I really wanted to go the natural route, and I've been able to, and I'm actually thriving now. So in the beginning, it was my eye, and that took about 9 months to clear up. And nutrition helped a lot. From one MRI to the next, there was a vast improvement just because I was juicing and eating clean and everything. So it was a big improvement. But then what I experienced over the years, I was getting a lot of pain in my arms and my legs, my hips, and then working and then coming home, and I was just by the end of the day, my legs felt like they were literally just gonna fall, and like they were just jello. I was having a hard time at the end of 2021, just standing in the kitchen. Just like I was cooking, and then I would have to like sit down at my kitchen table because I couldn't stand at the stove and cook a meal. So it was really getting bad, and I was really getting scared, and I didn't want to do medication. And I knew I needed better nutrition because it's hard to eat clean all the time. And especially working full time, I work in the medical field, and I only get like 30 minutes hour break. It's like, what can I have that's healthy? I have to bring my food constantly, preparing it, all of that. It's very tough. So in this day and age, because we're very fast paced. So I needed this nutrition, and my best friend was sharing it, and she had just overcome a slew of medical problems and had a lot going on. And I saw her recovery on social media, and I saw her just like thriving, and she's vibrant, and has all this energy, and she's not having those health problems anymore. And I was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? What is this? I want in. And so that's how I found Purium. And since then, that was beginning of 22 is when I jumped on here, and I feel amazing. My pain is gone, which is huge. That's the biggest thing, is my pain. The pain in my arms and my legs, and just random pain. It just shows up anywhere, and you don't know. It's just really weird pain. And multiple sclerosis pain is really weird, and it can just show up anywhere in your body, and you don't know what it is. So I haven't had that probably in about 9 months. I have not had any pain in my body, and it's been incredible. Energy, of course, like energy. I'm not a runner, but I do have 2 big dogs, and we walk like 2-3 times a day. We walk, and in the morning I take my part of the protocol is taking amino acids, and with my shake, and I'm running. I'm like, let's go guys, let's run. I have so much energy, and I love that. That's what happened to Michelle too. She had so much energy, and she started bodybuilding and all that. So the energy is huge. And one thing that I remembered recently is I used to be so fatigued. I used to be driving home on the highway, and I had to pull over. Get this, I would pull over and stop into a McDonald's and get like a little ice cream just to stay awake, or I would grab a drink somewhere, like some energy drink or some. At 5 o'clock in the evening, I was grabbing this like sugar, and just to stay awake, because I was falling asleep at the wheel. I was so tired all the time. So yeah, fast forward to when I started on these products, and I don't have pain, I have energy, I don't have that fatigue anymore. I did have brain fog, I don't have that anymore. So yeah, this protocol has just been a complete life changer for me. I'm feeling amazing, and I'm thriving, and yeah, it's been wonderful.
Thank you, Kristen. Your story is so inspiring. It's just amazing. I mean, all these stories just incredible. It almost feels too good to be true. And I remember pinching myself my whole first year and my second year. I was like, is this really possible? After feeling crappy for so long, I couldn't even, it was just like hard to believe that it could last. I kind of thought it would go back to, how it was, but it just kept staying. And like I said, I actually stayed on the ultimate lifestyle transformation for a full year. Some people just do it for 90 days. It's usually a 90-day protocol. I just stayed on it because I was like, this is good. I never want to stop. And I just stayed on it for a year. So I would love to invite you, Kristen, to talk about the products, and I'll be happy to show them on my screen. And
Yep.
oh, let's see if I can do this. Hold on. All of a sudden, it's not wanting to show my desk. Hold on a second. Oh, open system preferences. It's not allowing me. Okay, hang on a second. I just actually got a new I got my computer reset and refurbished, and so here we go. I'm gonna have you do yours if possible, or you could just talk about it too.
Okay, let me see. Yeah. Let me pull up the website. I can share my screen, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna assign it to you and I'll come right back in.
Okay. All right. So this is a cleanse protocol, everyone, and that resets the body to a more alkaline state. There we go. Called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. It increases sleep and energy, dramatically decreases pain, fatigue, cravings, bloating, digestive issues, and also feelings of anxiety and depression because you're being nourished. And we're going to get into
cutting out.
Oh, am I better
Or
now?
was that on my end, guys?
Yeah,
No.
I hear her good.
Okay. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. Oops, sorry. Right there. Okay, here we go. All right, so the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. It takes 90 days to make or break a habit. And so here is the main pack. There's collagen, there's the immune, which has a zinc aid in it, and then the performance, which has some additional. I'm just going to go through the main products here. This is the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation of the ULT. And down here, show you each of the products here. So we have the Power Shake. This is your nourishing greens. This is all your greens and healthy fats. And this is going to help alkalize your body. So it's going to bring your body back into an alkaline state. And it's going to help heal your gut. It's going to, it also eliminates pathogens. Things like green barley juice help eliminate pathogens as well. There's spirulina in this Power Shake and chlorella. It comes in 2 different flavors. We got appleberry and original, both delicious. It just depends on your sweetness, how much you like. And everything is organic, non-GMO. There's no artificial anything in there. It's just the flavorings are actually from fruit. So there's nothing artificial. And we have Super Amino 23. So this is your vegan protein. It is a pre-digested non-soy vegan protein tablet, and it's taken up by the muscle tissues in less than 23 minutes to prevent muscle wasting and function as a protein supplement, and eliminates the work of the kidneys. So that's a really amazing thing. Your liver and your kidneys, it just gives it a break because it doesn't have to break it down. It's already broken down and it goes right into your bloodstream. And this is part of what is giving us so much energy, are these amino acids. So protein breaks down into amino acids, and that's what we need. And then we have this amazing product. This is part of the ULT. This is Biomedic. And this is, if you guys are familiar with glyphosate, which is an herbicide that is sprayed on everything. It's on all the grain, wheat, soy, corn, and fruits and vegetables as well. And it's really just everywhere. It's in our rainwater now, and it's just been so overly used for a very long time. I think like 50 years it's been used. And so it's just really in everything. It's in our soil, which makes it hard because even if you are eating organic, we're still getting glyphosate because of cross spray, and it's just everywhere. So, but now, whoops.
But our products are not getting any glyphosate because our products are away from any contamination.
Yes, thank you. Yes, right. Yeah, so our products are glyphosate free. Yes. And so we have to get we have to get it out. We have to get this glyphosate out of our body. And this product, in a study, in a 6-week study, it was 72 or 75%. I'm missing the number there, but 70 some percent, it removes out in 6 weeks. So this is something that you want to stay on because it's constantly removing the glyphosate out of your body. And it also reduces inflammation. The C-reactive protein is the marker that shows how much inflammation is in your body that you can get tested for. And it actually lowers that C-reactive protein. So it lowers inflammation in the body because when the gut is cleaned out, it's able to absorb nutrients. You're able to absorb nutrients then as well. And the gut is healed. And the final product here is apothecary. This is tart cherry. This is the most super antioxidant. Tart cherries are the most super antioxidant fruit that there is. And there it is, has natural melatonin to help you get into a deep sleep. It helps you to stay in that REM sleep. So you get a really good restful sleep. And that's when our body heals too. It goes through a lot of healing when we're sleeping. Combats free radical damage, healthy skin, and again, inflammation. It lowers inflammation in the body. I love apothecary. And I actually used to drink a lot of wine. I used to drink a lot of wine, like have wine at dinner. And now I have my apothecary, and I even put it in a wine glass so it looks fancy and it's fun. But it's so delicious, and it helps you sleep really well. And then there is the other product. The final product in here is the parasite cleanse, and that is called Super. Let me go back up here to the picture. The Super Cleanser. With this pack, you also get this blender bottle. You can see that it's a really nice blender bottle as well. The Super Cleanser here is the parasite cleanse, and you'll do this for 10 days at a time. But this is amazing. This is probably, I feel like this product has helped me, like, I don't want to say the most because it all works together, but this product has been profound because it eliminates parasites in your gut. And I feel like after the 3rd cleanse I did using the Super Cleanser, that's when I really felt a shift in my body because I was getting out parasites and just felt a huge shift in my health with this. So the whole thing, the whole package, it all works together. You've got your vegan protein, your nourishing greens, gut health, and yeah, all of that. So I'm gonna give it back to Rachel. These are all the things it does. And then I like to scroll down here too, just because I love these reviews as well. These reviews are really fun to look at and really inspiring. I'm just gonna scroll through a couple. And you can see these people.
Amazing before and after pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these are like people I know. Most of these people are people I actually know. So I can attest that these are real people. So the cost of it is $6 a day. Sorry, $12 a day. And that gives you 2 meals twice a day, including your supplements. Okay, so $12 gives you 2 meals. And so I just want you to think about for a moment, if you're thinking about price and you're like, looking at your own grocery list, I want you to think about, if you swapped out your groceries, how much money would you save? If your meal was only $6 and that includes your meal and your supplements, and you did that twice a day, would that save you money? And I'm asking that because it saved me about $300 in groceries. And so this actually saved me money. My girlfriend did it. It saved her so much money. She bought a couch at the end of the month. She said, I've been wanting a couch for years, and I finally was able to afford one because I saved so much money doing this protocol. So it's a really amazing way to also just like cut corners and just, save. And so the retail value on it is $480 and your price is $360. So it's literally $120 off with the 25% discount that you're going to get from Stacee. And the Ultimate Lifestyle Plus Immune is actually the one I recommend for everyone. Can you click on the immune?
Mhm.
This one's just $36 more, so it's just $1 a day. It's like $1 a day more. So it's $3.97, and this is the one I actually recommend the most. It's only $13 a day instead of 12, so $6.50 for a meal plus all your supplements twice a day. And then you're just going to click Get Started Today. And then you're going to notice on your screen, right under where it says month 1, today's order, right underneath that, it says, would you like to customize this? Whoops, can you go back?
Oh.
Right under, yeah. So right where it says month 1 or today's order, it says, would you like to customize this? That link, right? That's a link. So you just click on that. And then you can customize all this. You can see that it says Power Shake, Power Shake, Power Shake, Power Shake. Okay, it all defaults to Power Shake Appleberry. So before you do that, just the top 2 you're going to leave alone. The top Shake 1 and Shake 2, just leave it alone. Leave it at Appleberry. Shake 3 and 4, you're gonna get the other one, which is Super Meal. That's one I recommend, is having the variety. So Super Meal Vanilla Chai, it's the second one down. I recommend getting one of those at least, and then maybe one Super Meal Original or another Super Meal Vanilla. But the idea is that these shakes are interchangeable so that you have variety. I recommend, you know, trying the different 2. So at least 2 Power Shakes and 2 Super Meals is usually what people do. Okay, thank you. So you're going to customize month 1, then you're going to do the same thing for month 2. And as you can see, the price goes down to $3.40. Okay, the super cleanser herbs, you only buy them once in the first pack, and then you can split it between the first and second month. So the price goes down. And then month 4, it goes down again to $1.95. And so this is basically a pack that has 1 meal a day plus all of your supplements. And so that one you just add to cart, and that's it. And so like then you've made your order, and it's going to automatically ship. So it's per month. Okay, so each month you're only charged once a month, but you're not paying for all of these together at once up front. You just get to pay for 1 month at a time. You can quit at any time. There's a 60-day money back guarantee. And go ahead and click continue. It's going to automatically set up your smart order. You can hold on. You can add products on if you want. You can see that this is like all these different products. So you can add those on if you want to add anything on. There's a lot of different things to choose from. So so that's it. You can go ahead and stop your share. And thank you. Thanks so much. Here we go. So I am going to open it up for questions, and I know that people have different stuff going on. And so I wanted to speak to if somebody, a lot of people do this and they're excited about weight loss, but what if you want to gain weight? Same thing. I wanted to explain that the problem with the interesting thing is that people who are overweight have the same issue with people who are underweight, and it's the liver. And so you got to clean the liver. This is a liver cleanse. This is going to help if you do these products. Is going to help clean out the liver. You're going to be able to eat food and too. You're not just eating this, you're also eating fruits and vegetables. You can have salads, you can have potatoes, you can have sweet potatoes. You can enjoy meals. Okay. You can enjoy yourself. And if you're somebody who's underweight, you're going to have these in addition to food. You'll have this and then have food in addition. But one of the things that people who are underweight try to do is they try to eat more fat, because they're like, I'm underweight, I need more fat, I need more calories. And that's actually going to make the problem worse. That's like the worst thing you can do is add oils to your diet. I can tell you from personal experience, my ex-boyfriend who was sick for many, many years, I had him come stay on my couch while I took care of him and helped him nursed him back to health. And we had been separated for 20 years. So this was just a friend of mine at that point. And I had a lot of desire to get him off my couch. So you can imagine how much I was willing to try to get him healthy. I was like, let's do this. And I had him on this superfoods protocol, and literally he was 60 pounds underweight. He was diabetes type 1. Within 2 weeks, he'd gotten his weight back up to 20 pounds, gotten his weight up 20 pounds. And on top of that, he was able to cut his insulin almost in half, and he was able to keep going down in insulin. And he was a type 1. So it is possible, but I am a practitioner, so I was watching him closely. So if you're diabetic, I recommend that you tell your practitioner, that whoever your health practitioner is, that you're doing this protocol, and let them know I'm probably going to need to help titrate off of my medications if you're on any, and then have them work with you, and so that it's safe. Okay. And if you're on long lasting insulin, all kinds of stuff, we can have a chat and I can talk to you more about what that looks like. But just know that the whole idea is that you want to lower your fats. If you have any kind of blood sugar issues, you want to lower your fats, because fats act like a condom. They wrap themselves around the cell and they prevent nutrition from getting in. And what is nutrition? Sugar. Okay. It's glucose. It's the glucose. Everything is broken down into glycogen, which is a form of sugar. Everything you eat, whether it's fruits, vegetables, potatoes, meat, whatever, it's all broken down into glycogen eventually. That is the goal, is to get everything into glycogen so the body can then use it as fuel for the liver. The brain is 95% carbs. So a lot of the lies that we've been told is that you need a lot of fat for the brain. You need a lot of carbs. You need vegetables, you need fruits, you need potatoes, sweet potatoes. These are things that actually fuel your brain. And so it's the biggest lie we've ever been told in the last 20 years. It's become like, it's become known as truth. Even what was a theory is now, it was just a theory. It wasn't actually, didn't hold any weight to it. So anybody who's trying to get their blood sugar back to normal, like, the key is to get rid of fat and to increase your fruit and your vegetables and all of your carbs. That's what your body actually needs. It is the biggest kind of brain twister. It can be very, very hard to like allow that, because it's so different than what we're taught. We're taught protein, protein, protein. You need more protein. You need more animal protein. Don't have any carbs. Well, the thing is, you're told that because you need animal protein. You're told you need animal protein, and then the problem with animal protein is that you can't have the protein without the fat. So animal protein has fat. What happens when you have fat? What I say, it's like a condom. It's like a sleeve on the cell. It's a condom on the cell. And then what happens? Your body can't digest any of the sweets, any of the sugars, any of the fruit, your body cannot digest the very food that it needs. It's a conundrum. So we're working in reverse here. So we're going to be here to support you along the way of your journey, and we will hold your hand and we will help you, and we'll make sure that your practitioner understands that what you need to do, and like that. And so if you are on any medications, feel free to talk to one of us. We'll help you understand like what questions to ask your doctor so that you can do this in an empowered way. Okay. Next, any questions? Anyone have any questions? You can throw them in the chat, or you can go ahead and ask if there's anything important. Do any of you have any specific questions? It looks like maybe not.
Hey, Brandy. I don't know if she's by
Yeah.
herself. So from your standpoint, from a nutrition standpoint, Rachel, that blew my mind. I was like, you done went next level. I'm like, girl, I was like, now that makes sense why some of the food choices that I'm making, I'm like, how am I gaining weight? I'm like, now I get it. So Brandy, from your standpoint, with you training, what stood out to you with that?
Yeah, I'm different. So I'm a personal trainer. They do not teach us, they teach us sports nutrition. And that is basically, and that's how I started out, which is basically they teach you how to move someone through a workout, how to increase their physical fitness level, and eat toward the goal. And with that, sports nutrition is just basically how to eat towards their goal. So if someone's trying to lose weight, I'm not really a big person who is like a meat person, so the whole protein fad, I understand that. Something that stood out to me was the fact that you talk about the digestive system, the liver, all of the kidneys. When you said this is not hard on the kidneys, I was like, okay, this is good. This is in my element, because immediately, like I said, I had my limited education in nutrition along with my fitness trainer certification. But that was just, it was very limited, and it was like, you know, high protein basis and that and the other. So then as I went through my personal journey and I self-taught and educate myself, I really stand with like the vegan way. You can still, you know, like you said, you're a bodybuilder. I was like, huh, okay. Like there are key things. I was like, okay, this is good. So that really hit me. And I know that you know what you're talking about with that, but I had to be self-taught. Like you're saying, there's a lot of reconditioning you have to do
Yes.
because there's lies out there. Everything is super focused on the marketing and all of these campaigns, all these tidbits that everybody thinks they know as far as being healthy is really just taught by an industry to help them, you know, increase their bottom line rather than really get you to a level of health that you need to be in. So there are some key things that are really stood out to me and I'm excited about. I'm wondering, I mean, you guys said that, I think Kristen said like there's nothing, like everything is natural, like absolutely everything.
Absolutely. We have our own farms, and so we
how are you all not how are these products like not touchable by the pesticide? Like how is that even possible?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So we have our farm is on an old lake bed, and it's 100 miles away from any polluting industry, from any polluting, you know, farms. It's 100 miles away from anything else. So
can I go there?
I wish. I haven't even been there. It's in Utah. It's in Utah, and the farmers apparently are very private, and it's you know, but everything is rotated. The crops are rotated. They compost after every harvest. Everything that's harvested is immediately juiced within 2 hours. It's juiced, and they use this vortex wind technology that dries the juice, just like the wind. When you see an ocean, like you see a wave splash, and all the spray goes up, and the wind comes and dries it, and then brings all those nutrients and those minerals down to the ground. That's how you end up with salt and things like that. So that process is what we've mimicked. So Dave spent like over $1 million to create this technology that actually dries the juice without killing the enzymes. And so that's why the word LOV on the super meal stands for live organic vegan, because it's still alive. It's live. It's living food. When you add water, the enzymes are back intact, and it is living food. It's so amazing.
That is.
Stacee.
I'm processing. I'm processing. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I'm like, oh my gosh, my package is on the way, and I'm like, come on, I need this in my body. And Brandy will tell you, Brandy has been on this journey with me, like pre-aneurysm, and I was starting to do better the aneurysm, and so. And I told Bran, I said, Bran, I'm about to get my nutrition. And I told her, I said, come to this. You'll hear what I'm going to do nutrition wise. And then she's going to give me the exercise. And so I just so cannot wait. Like when you guys were talking about energy, I need energy. I got too much to do. You can see I already had to be on the go in the call. Like I'm always, something is needed. And I need to show up strong in everything. So I'm so grateful for this.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I like it because what I found with my clients, people that I work with, and in my personal journey, like I think was Kristen said, when she was trying to find like preparing your food, taking it to work, what can I eat? What can I eat? Like that is a big hindrance. It's a big problem, or it's something that people have to overcome when they're trying to be nutritious. And the fact that this is an easy way to do that. It sounds like it promotes sleep, which is extremely important.
Right.
And that it cleanses so your body can actually intake the nutrients, that it can absorb the nutrients. Those are key. Those are things that those are problems I try to solve with my clients while I'm, you know, they're on this fitness journey, but most people are on this fitness journey because they want to lose weight. And your body can get to a stage where it can be fit and you can still be overweight. You can get your body efficient in a movement and still be, you know, at a higher fat content. So I'm pretty excited that it seems to conquer the main problems and promote exactly what you need to get, you know, your body to an optimum state. So this was very nice.
Awesome. And you know, one thing I'll add to that too is that a lot of people who are doing fitness, they may have trouble losing weight, and part of that is because they're having a hormonal imbalance, right? And so
Absolutely.
so the super meal has all, and same with the sports shakes, they all have these adaptogenic mushrooms that help with balancing hormones.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't have a chance to show you the performance pack. Kristen, can you bring your screen up again while I continue talking and get the performance pack up? So yeah, so some people, you know, are struggling with hormonal issues, and then they also don't know about the fat content, and they, you know, they're sold on like, I need to have, you know, and I need to put fat on all my food. A lot of people like subscribe to that. Like, I need to make sure I get at least, my mom was like that. She's like, I need to make sure I have at least a quarter cup of olive oil every day. She's like pouring it all over everything. And now that I know, and she passed away. She died actually, not from illness, from something else. But if I knew then what I know now, I would have been like, because she was so sick with chemical sensitivities, and now I know that's a liver issue. I would have just been like, gotta cut out the fats and like clean up your liver. Here's the ultimate performance pack, which is a great pack for anybody who's interested in joining us in the business, because it kind of has everything in there. But you can see, if you can blow up the screen and show the pack a little bit more, we've got the MVP Sport, the Power Shake. There's a couple other new products in here that you haven't seen before. But for fitness, it has the Super Xanthan, which is on the left, and the Super Xanthan is really incredible. This actually helps. It's like an antioxidant straight into the muscle. It literally helps the body start repairing muscle instantly, so people don't get sore. And it's really amazing if you're somebody who works out all the time. Most people who work out all the time are sore all the time, like just constantly. I remember always being sore until I started this. Like when I was younger and I would like ride my bike everywhere, my legs were always sore. But the Super Xanthan helps eliminate soreness and builds the muscle really quickly. You Can't Beat This is made from beets, and which is really amazing for circulatory, for cardiovascular health. And so the Can't Beat This is actually very helpful for energy, and so it really is a great afternoon pickup. It's a great, but what it's really used for in the performance pack is it's actually used for a pre-workout drink. It actually makes you more flexible. Now, this blew my mind. I was a yogi, and when I started using Can't Beat This, I was able to do stretches that I never had done before. And it would be so trippy because the days I would do Can't Beat This, I'd be more flexible than the days I didn't. And it just totally blew my mind. So it's amazing for flexibility. The cocoa hydrate is your electrolyte. So some people like to drink Gatorade, which I would never even recommend, but they drink it as like, you know, to restore their sodium. And that's what the cocoa hydrate is, like natural electrolyte. So that's a post-workout drink. It has 3 of the the super aminos, which so you get actually 3 instead of 2. And that way you can have 5 aminos 3 times a day, which is like equivalent to like the reason people eat meat is they think they're going to have, you know, they're wanting a certain amount of protein. Well, the super aminos give them the aminos that the protein breaks down to. So it's actually like 3 servings of, you know, of protein. And that's exactly what it is. 3 servings of protein. 1 set of aminos is equivalent to a steak in terms of like what protein you might get. What else is in here that I didn't mention? The Super Lights is also another electrolyte formula. But the MVP Sports, those are pea protein, and those have mushrooms. So does the Love Shake, but this has pea protein, and it's not as many greens, so you want to mix it with the Power Shake. So you can mix the MVP Sports with the Power Shake, or at least make sure you have 1 of each in a day. That way you're like covered. And so you can do this 3 times a day. So that's a whole other thing. This is a lot more product. So you could be doing the shakes 3 times a day instead of 2 times a day. You can be doing the super aminos 3 times a day instead of 2 times a day. You can literally be having all this fuel all day long. What's the price on that one again? Oh yeah, so the retail value is $750, but again, you get 25% off through Stacee. So it's $562, which is like almost $200. You almost get $200 off. So that's one that I'll often recommend to people who are in the fitness world and want to really, you know, have all that. Some people who are doing fitness every day often want to have at least a couple different shakes a day, sometimes 3 shakes. And so there you go.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for showing that package and breaking that down. Awesome.
And I want to actually do the price breakdown in terms of 3 times a day, because I think that's like kind of cool. So 562 divided by 31 days is $18 a day. So that's what that comes out to. $6 3 times a day. That gives you a shake and your supplements 3 times a day, including your protein. So can't go wrong with that. And again, there's a money back guarantee. So that said, any last questions about the health aspect of it? Okay, I'm going to move on, and I'm going to actually just say that, you know, I'm really, we're here to support you. We've got a group health reset happening. We've got a group called the Fall Vitality. I think it's called Fall Vitality, that someone on our team made. And so we're going to have workouts. And I also, I lead workouts Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, just calisthenics with my friend Chanel. We're starting on Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. So translate that. I think that's 10 o'clock Central Time. Anyone's welcome to join who does the transformation. If you order, you can join our, those are free. That's just like something we include, and we're doing it for 90 days. And then also, you know, if you're interested in partnering, if you're somebody who might be interested in the business aspect, like I said, I left my wedding photography career, my 6-figure wedding photography career, because this was what I wanted to do. I felt so purposeful. I'm like, this is how I want to help people. And I was able to replace that income in 4 months. So it was very helpful to have something else to step into, especially when I was like living in my car and just wanting to eat cheap. This is like the cheapest homeless food you can find. Let me tell you, I'm like, I could not find a meal out that was like equivalent, that had as much nutrition, but had such a low price. And so this kind of saved me. And I was able to build my business from my car, because it's online and it's very, you know, simple to do that. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, but I do say it takes work. But one of the things I want to share with you is my story of how it helped me. Obviously, I got out of my car. I now live in a home. And by the end of the year, I was, you know, my father died, my mother died, and my partner left me all in 1 year. My roommate took his life. And so it was like a very heavy year. And this program gave me a reason to live, because I could have checked out for at least 4 times that year. And to have that all happen, tears are coming to me because it just happened again. And in another, you know, and I this has been such an amazing community that is so uplifting to help others and to see people thrive, and to like watch Kristen change her health, to watch Michelle change her health, and all of my friends and some of my family, because sometimes family is a little bit more stubborn, but some of my family members have, you know, gotten off their insulin and recovered from diabetes, following the protocol, following the food. We do have food recommendations for you along the way. One thing I didn't mention is that this actually reduces cravings. Anybody notice cravings gone? Michelle, Kristen, I loved my cookies and I loved my chips. And those were the hardest things for me to try to figure out how to give up for so long, until I did this protocol, and they just fell away. Literally, when you become more alkaline, because this is alkalizing, when you become more alkaline, you stop craving anything that's acidic. And so suddenly, all you want is more vegetables. It is crazy. And I couldn't barely believe it. But by day 2, I wasn't craving anything anymore. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I don't even want cookies anymore. So that's something to look forward to. But that's the health side of things. But what I wanted to chat about was how this literally transformed my family. So my family's my father died. I inherited his legacy, which was his children in the Philippines. And they were destitute. And all of a sudden I was like, what am I going to do? My dad passed away. Like, they need help, you know, they need like monthly income. And so I was able to take that on. I was able to start sending them monthly money. I was able to start, help them start businesses. And I was able to help them. Got my sister a set of teeth in the Philippines. She didn't have any teeth at all. She was completely gummy. She would never smile in her pictures, and I didn't know why until I met her in the Philippines, and she smiled and she had no teeth. And I said, do you want me to buy you some teeth? And so she said, oh my God, really, sister? She said, then I can smile. And she said, not only can I smile, She's like, I can get a job. So she couldn't even get a job without those teeth. She felt like she just felt like she couldn't even like get work without her teeth. So that was like a huge deal. I got my brother teeth as well. So, and it just, so it's really been empowering to have this business to like help them. And not only that, at the end of my first year working for this company, I needed to like take some time to finally grieve. And so once I was finally earning income, I'm like, I'm going. And so that's when I went to the Philippines for a month. I went there for a full 2 months. Actually, I went to the Philippines and Bali. I traveled for 2 months. I earned $5,000 each of those months, and I was not working. So I got paid not doing anything. Literally, I was just grieving, and I was able to like fund my period of time that I needed to be with my family, to grieve, to like, remember my father, and go scuba diving and like see what he saw underwater, because my father was like just, was a champion cliff diver. And it was the most meaningful thing to me in the world. And I thought, you know what? If I was still doing wedding photography, I could have never taken that vacation. I would have had to have worked through that. I know you feel me, Stacee. I totally see you. Thank you. I'm like, God, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And I can't say that, I feel like I am married to this company because of what it's given to me. I am so loyal to Dave and Amy and the mission of this company to help people. It has been a lifesaver for me, and it has like literally transformed my health and my family. So with that, I just want to say, if anybody has any desire or interest in, becoming a brand partner, we call it, where you can be an affiliate. One of the things that I have offered is I created a business school, and I created a health and education program, and they're combined, and it's called Alchemy Health and Business School. So anyone who, when you order your products, you have the option. You can be a customer, or you can be an affiliate, a brand partner. If you decide you want to be an affiliate, you opt in, you get to have the school for free. So the school is, worth a few $1,000s, but I just give it to my team because I want everyone to be educated if they want to be, and I want people to be empowered and be able to thrive financially as well. So we have a free business school, and we have, meetings weekly where we like help everybody, and we work as a team. There's like all these different bonuses that are available your first few months. So that, because the company wants to help you get paid immediately. So there's all these different things. So, and I'm not trying to hard sell you on the business, but I do want to offer that to you. If you're curious about it, we can talk about it. You're welcome to stay on the call, ask questions, be happy to tell you more. But, other than that, I'm going to just, say thank you from the bottom of my heart for just like taking the time to be open and think about this for yourself, and think about how this might change your life, and that would change the lives around you. And with that, I'm going to hand it back to you, Stacee. And thank you all for everyone else for sharing.
Rachel, this has been so amazing. I'm multitasking because Brandy's like, oh my gosh, I got clicked out. Brandy definitely wants to do the business. And I told her, I said, we'll circle back. I'm gonna actually read some of the text. Like I said, I'm gonna just text her. So what she said, she was eating up, like, because she has been through this whole journey. So she went from being overweight, and like she said, she was self-taught, and then she changed her life and started helping people. And she was like, we don't have to live like this, and so she's been actively trying to educate people. But like you said, this gives us the ability to live our fast life, but also do it in a way that feeds our body and our health, and doesn't take away. And she said, this system is extremely affordable. I cannot believe people don't know it's there. I said, this was the first time I had ever heard of it too. I was like, that's why. And so she was like, and to be able to do it on the go, because as you see, all of our lives are on the go. Everybody I'm connected to, we're moving all the time. We're in motion. And so she was like, when you look at the affordability of the product, that saves you money on your grocery bill, and so you're actually paying less over time, plus you're feeding your health, which is costing you less in your life because you're not having to go to the doctor and do all the stuff that comes from the poor health choices. And I told her, I said, well, because she was trying to get in and it's giving her error message. I said, we'll circle back. Oh, there she is. Hey, Brandy, she's back. I was just telling them what you were
Hey.
saying on the text.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, and so Lashia, you know, I had thought about you because when I heard of Kristen's MS journey and then Michelle's just in a couple of weeks with, you know, not having as much brain fog, I was thinking about you from the pain standpoint. So when Kristen told me about how her pain changed, I was like, oh my gosh, I need Shishi to have access to that pain change. Because I, you know, I don't know what MS is like, but I can hear it in Jason. I was like, I have a solution to that. Like,
Yeah.
and it changes. Like sometimes she's not in as much. She obviously always looks beautiful, but she's going through stuff. And then I have a friend who's battling sickle cell, and she had an emergency, so her and her family couldn't be here. But again, all of these different things. And then Rochelle, if you're able to unmute, I wanted you to share about how Rochelle's the one that I was telling you guys that she's just lost weight and she is tired of losing weight. She didn't want to lose any more weight. So to be able to have, she might be multitasking because she's got grandbabies. So she's on grandma duty at the same time. But yeah, so Lashia, from how do you feel today? How's your body treating you today? Oh, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh. Yep, we got you.
Yes, today I am very lethargic. For the last 2 days, I've been very lethargic. My plans were on.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead, Stace.
Oh, for me? Okay, awesome. Hey guys, I thank you all for coming on and getting this information for yourselves. And I cannot wait to document my journey so everybody can see this. Like literally, even the last couple of days, I've had like a faint headache. And I know it's just because my system is out of order. So I cannot wait to clean out this liver and get things in alignment and get strong. So thank you guys for taking time to hear this information, and I can't wait to follow up with you guys. Love you, love you. See you guys.
Yay,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.